What's the most badass thing anyone ever did in school? Sexually harass the ultra-conservative principal, vice principal, and the dean in the best way possible. Several friends and I skipped class, we did it, got caught, and just accepted that we would be punished. Now, this is in the rural sticks and they gave us a choice, 3 days detention or 3 spanks with a paddle. I opted for the spanking, as did my friends. We all walked in a line up to the principal's office, then they walked us in as a group and told us to sit. When I walked in I saw this on his desk. So I grabbed it. Causing all 3 adults in the room to jump uncomfortably, I swung it around and admired it. Nice weight on this thing. Ever think of drilling holes to make it whistle? The dean snatched the paddle from me sternly and glared. I smiled. All right, who's first? Me. I hadn't even sat down yet as I started jumping up and down. They tried to stay as stern looking as they could as they explained how serious skipping class was blah blah. I placed both my hands on the desk, arched my back, and bit my lip. Let's do this, I said sensually. OMG, the look on the faces. The principal took the first spank and hit me hard across the ass. I let out a cry of ecstasy. Oh heck yes, I screamed out, bit into my lip hard and pressed my ass into the air. Come on big boy, hit me again, put some heat on it. My friends all lost it laughing. Mr. Jockers, I swear they almost yelled in unison. Stop that right now. Okay, I said as I caught my breath, 2 more right. I pressed my crotch into the table and slid a hand up my waist sensually. My friends were laughing so hard they almost fell out of the chairs. The principal took the paddle and handed to the dean. He stood hesitantly as I literally waggled my ass in front of him. He hit me again. Oh Daniel, yes. Give it to me. I really don't think the dean expected me to use his first name. He instantly put the paddle on the desk and raised both his hands above his head. My friends absolutely lost all control. They stood up from the chairs, one started yelling, he just called him Daniel. It was like having my own personal hype crew. Finally the principal had enough, all of you, back to class right now. But wait, I still get one more. Missed asterisk 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 never got a shot in. Look at those arms on him. Quiet Mr. Jockers. They never paddled another student, just attention from then on out. To this day, when I see my old friends from high school, someone will tell this story. Guys, I say, where's Senora? I was in 8th grade, and my Spanish teacher was late for class. Over 10 minutes late. I think we should go to the office to get a substitute, Amy says. Sweet, innocent, Roman Catholic Amy. I say we don't tell anyone. We can handle the class ourselves. It'll be fun and no one has to know. The class begins to buzz with excitement, and 5 minutes later, period 7 Spanish 2 is a sick party. We're listening to some rockin' music, eating stale vending machine snacks, and tossing around a bouncy ball. Soon, however, we start to get a little Lord of the Flies. A few of the boys have found a set of giant dice and are throwing them indiscriminately. People are throwing around food. The music grows louder. Amy hides under her desk, rocking back and forth, trying her best to complete her Spanish worksheet. Then, with 5 minutes left in the period, a voice comes on the intercom. Senora, I hear the vice principal ask. Hello. Someone quickly turns off the music. We're deathly quiet. What do we do? There's no time to think. I press down on the intercom button. I guess I didn't sound enough like a 40-year-old Hispanic woman, because we got totally busted. The French teacher came in and yelled at us for a solid 15 minutes, and the principal got involved too. We were in so much freaking trouble. Amy was so upset she bought our teacher a bouquet of flowers and made her a 3D card. Ironically, our Spanish teacher found the whole thing funny. In year 7, I landed myself in some real shit. To give you all some backdrop, I accidentally threw a stick, which hit a girl's hand and caused a green stick fracture on 4 of her fingers, which she lied about and instead changed to a fragmented fracture later on. Please read on, as the context of the situation is pretty important in this scenario. Let's call the girl Emma. Emma was your typical gossip girl, who, unlike many other gossip girls, had very few friends. So few, in fact, that at lunch, she hung out with me and my mates, much to our annoyance. Now, look, we weren't annoyed by her presence. It was the very things Emma said, did and asked that made everyone within a 5-meter radius of her want to plunge her into the deepest pit hell could offer. Emma, as you guessed, made up a lot of crafo. She had a boyfriend, how she met him in church, how they texted each other every hour, how he was so cute, and about another 7 septillion things that proved she had the best boyfriend in the world. Me and my mates didn't want to hear it. We told her we were not interested, we told to take her chatter elsewhere, then we told her to fuck off. Yet she held and stuck to us like frickin' bacterial glue. And as she progressively started getting more and more annoying, the things she did and asked became more explicit. Take some examples. Can you deep throat a lollipop? Oh, I kissed blank, at the back of the church. It was amazing. Could you choke yourself by kissing someone? Oh, look at this text that, blank, sent me this morning. He's such a considerate boyfriend. Oh my god, there was this girl on the street who had the audacity to call me, blank, but luckily my boyfriend stepped in. Oh, look at what blank posted on his Snapchat this afternoon. He's so cute. Shoves phone in our faces. Even worse, she became real fucking weird. I remember it was recess, and we all got lollipops because the teachers gave them to us to celebrate something I can't even remember now. We were all playing games on our phone, casually just there, having fun. Then came the dreaded words. Hey guys, oh my god, look at blank's Instagram story, oh my god, isn't he so cute? But it didn't end there. Between then and the end of lunch, she pulled out her lollipop and deep-throated it. Yes, you did not just misread what I just wrote. She deep-throated a fucking lollipop. You may be asking, what in the hells does this have to do with 4 injured fingers? Well, it was a fine Friday afternoon, and some of our mates are at the table playing games on their phones, and some of us are just messing around with sticks and feeding the sheep grass. Yes, our school keeps sheep for agricultural education, and me and these 2 other dudes are throwing sticks, seeing who can throw it the furthest. We made sure no one was there. And blam, out comes Emma, who is literally running towards the damn stick. Then she gets hit. Does the average gossip girl cry? I say sorry, then she yells at the top of her lungs for me to shut up 5 times after I say sorry once. Yes, she is quite the drama queen, and eventually, I stop. Next week, on Monday, Emma comes in with a cast on her arm, and for the first time in 300 fucking agonizing days, she's quiet. I ask her if she's okay, and this fucking shit comes out of her mouth. Oh my god, you are so screwed. I am going to get my attorney and I am going to get my FAWKIN lawyer, and oh my god, you are so screwed. I am going to get you arrested for assault. Me and my friends just stood there, dumbstruck, for 3 seconds. We could simply not comprehend the idiocy needed to say such a statement. We just walked away and just left her there to wallow in self-pity. So anyway, me and my friends were called to the principal's office shortly. We calmly explained the situation, and even offered to take him to the crime scene, as Emma referred to it as, and draw a diagram. He seemed pretty content with our explanation, and let us go while they did some more investigation. So we were brought back in later, and they said that they would have to confront Emma in front of the principal in the room, and present each of our points and witnesses. We were allowed one person who would help us make some evidence and points. I told my friend about the situation later on, and he didn't even need to be asked. He immediately prepared points, gathered evidence, did some research on the medical background of Emma's suspected injury, made some measurements, and made a concrete base of evidence. The day came, and my friend brought in a whole folder of pictures, notes, and photographs. I felt like he was a real lawyer. Emma didn't bring in anything. Emma presented her points first. Her points could pretty much be summed up to, how dare you injure me, you should be ashamed of yourself, you punk. And my friend's point was so good, oh boy, I deflected each of her points, one by one, in the most damn calm and suave voice possible. Here is one of the points he made. When Emma first reported her injury, she claimed that it was a green stick fracture. However, the shape of her cast and her ability to perform normally does not suggest this. Later, she claimed that she had a fragmented fracture, otherwise known as a comminuted fracture. According to many sources, the physical trauma required is equal to a vehicular accident. Thus, her injury remains unknown and vague, and also discredits her honesty, which is already particularly damaged at this point. And so, my friend did the most badass thing I've ever seen someone do in school. He suddenly became my supporter in the case, worked free of charge, and wasted his own time in order to help a friend. Every week in HS we had an assembly. It was a small private HS, about 300 people in total. The assembly was in the theater room, an audience and a stage. First, the teachers went up and made brief announcements. Then, student announcements started. Student announcements usually consisted of Key Club is meeting Thursday instead. Or, we are raising money with a car wash this weekend if anyone is interested. Pretty innocent stuff. So, dude I know goes up. He is at the end of the line of students waiting to go to the podium. I could tell something was about to go down. He gets to the podium, gets the mic, and then, like a boss, walks to the center of the big empty stage in front of the entire high school, looks around the crowd staring at him and says, "Jessica, where are you?" Everyone starts smiling and some small laughter. Jessica raises her hand. "Oh, there you are. Jessica, I've had a crush on you for a long time. Will you be my girl?" Everyone started laughing. It was awesome. She said yes and everyone started clapping. And eventually the relationship ended in very unceremonious, overly dramatic, HS fashion. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If so, be sure to tell your own stories in the comment section. You can also like and subscribe if you want to. Thank you.